everybody, welcome back to yet another episode of the Supplement Institute. I am Kyle Johnson, your friendly neighborhood biochemist. Excited to have you. This is a supplement really popular in the ketogenic community and the weight loss community. A lot of times these two go hand in hand these days. This is on MCTs. Now, this is an abbreviation for Medium Chain Triglyceride oil. It's an abbreviation for something else as well, known as monocarboxylate transporter. This is not a video on transporters. Don't worry, we're talking about the supplement. We're going to start off this episode by talking a little bit about fatty acid chain length. If you've been watching our videos for a little bit, you'll remember that in our carnitine video we had to explain this a little bit. If you haven't seen it, you can see the carnitine video here. But let's get a little bit more in depth on these fatty acid chain lengths. As we said in the carnitine video, fatty acids come in different chain lengths, and we're talking about the number of carbons that make up that fatty acid tail, as we would say. There are short chain, there are medium, and there are long chain fatty acids. We're looking at medium chain, which are usually defined between 6 and 10. Short, anything shorter than that. Long, anything longer than that. There is a little bit of a discrepancy on a 12-length carbon fatty acid, and that is because that's known as lauric acid. It's found in coconut oil, and it exhibits characteristics of both medium and long chain fatty acids. We won't get into too much of that here, but know that there is some discrepancy on the 12-length fatty acid known as lauric acid. When you're taking this supplement, you have it in a bottle of oil most likely, and it's sourced from things like coconut oil, palm kernel oil, or dairy fat. Now, how people are taking this is usually they'll put it in their coffee if you've ever had bulletproof coffee. Some people will sprinkle some on their salad in addition to a salad dressing, or you might just put it directly into a protein shake. Due to medium chain triglycerides being small or shorter in structure, they don't require a transporter to get into your cell or into your mitochondria to be burned as energy. Now, because of this, it can actually rapidly raise your ketone levels to a small extent. However, it's important to note that if you have too much of this oil, it can cause some pretty serious digestive issues. If you've ever taken too much of it before, you know what I'm talking about. Luckily, some companies have a powdered form of MCT oil now that allows you to take more without the discomfort and digestion issues. MCTs have been studied for a host of different reasons, but all of the benefits are only to a very minimal extent. And here's two examples for you. For one, it's been shown that if you use them in place of long-chain triglycerides or long-chain fatty acids, that it can help you to lose fat mass to a greater extent. But the important note there is that it's in place of, not in addition to. You're not going to take MCT oil and have the calories from that shed the calories from your body. That's not how this works. Also, there is some evidence showing that cholesterol can be lowered to a small but practically irrelevant extent. Our favorite reason to take something like MCT oil is to help in the weight loss process, to help you to not lose any muscle, or to a lesser extent, if you're in this hypocaloric diet, which means you're eating very little calorie, you're trying to lose weight. Having that ketone boost from the MCT oil can actually help to mitigate a lot of the muscle loss that would have happened otherwise. Another reason you could take it is if you need just an energy boost in the morning, which is why people put it in their coffee. It can give you an energy boost to a smaller extent, but please, as we said before, it can really cause some digestion issues if you're taking it in the oil form as opposed to the powdered form. So the first couple times you take it, we recommend just taking a very little bit, not a full tablespoon or two. Or you can emulsify it into another fat like a heavy whipping cream, shake it up really well, and that'll help with the digestive issues that could come around with it. We highly recommend taking MCTs as a supplement if you're trying to lose weight and you want to hold on to more of that muscle that you've gained, or if you're needing that energy boost while you're in the hypocaloric state. But for further information on all things ketogenic diet, whether it be exogenous ketones, MCT oil, etc., we highly recommend our good friend Chris Irvin, also known as the Ketologist, and we'll put a link to his site right here. Thanks for tuning in this week on the Supplement Institute. We'll see you next time.